All right, welcome. Plan Stage Weekly, October 6th, 2022. This is our APEC hours one. I've got a few things on the agenda from Lori. You want to go ahead and start your demos, Lori?
Sorry, my cat's in the way.
Uh-oh, your internet is still struggling.
All right, can you? I can't. Good. So one recent addition to Roadmap is using the exact same pattern as we use on board. Where pop over with links to map.
Is it just me?
Any question on this?
Is it cutting out for everyone? Yeah. We got like every 4 words there, Lori.
Very well.
I see your screen perfectly fine, I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you can't hear anything.
Might be better now. Nope.
I can verbalize the feature in case Flory wants, because I can see that her frame is frozen. So yeah, so this feature is basically replicating what we had with the issue boards, where if an issue is blocked by a couple of issues, then we show an icon within the issue card, and when you hover over the icon, it would show a popover and show list of all the blocking issues. So we are basically, so we added this feature for Epic boards a couple of updates ago, and now we are bringing that feature to Roadmap as well. So that's basically the whole thing.
Cool. Looks good.
Okay, I'll move on to the next one. The plan team. Various places, including latest edition here is being able to filter health status. And we also have the any and none. This is like we are like the next step will be to surface the exact same filter token to issue boards as well, and like so on, like everywhere we need it. We'll also be able to edit the health status from the issue board sidebar at some point, that kind of stuff. So we're just trying to surface health status where we think it would be useful for us. Any questions, comments?
Okay, so where is it available now? Is it project issues list, group issues list, and
both
boards you can search now?
No, not boards yet, but that's upcoming. That's the next step.
Cool.
So it's issues at the group level and the project level, and next is issue boards.
Okay, awesome. And then as part of issue boards, are we planning on making filterable or issue lists from status, or just adding it to the filter bar? Oh, the suspense. I'll type out my question and you can answer it in the agenda, Lori.
Yeah, I reviewed the backend MR for the boards thing, and it was for the board filter bar
Okay.
and not for the board scope.
I wonder if there's a plan to add it to list, or add the option for all status list. Okay, cool. Anyone else have any other questions that Flory cannot answer?
I didn't hear too much.
Sorry, we didn't hear what you were saying either. See the cat now. All right, well, awesome, Flory. Thank you for demoing those. Anyone else have
But
anything else?
if you have any questions, post it in the chat or the agenda, and I'll just answer in writing.
Cool. Anyone else have anything else?
I saw you posted about the content editor thing.
Oh yeah.
So good. I don't know if someone's familiar with it to demo it, or I don't know, like what does it, I was just curious what it, brings us, or like what the goals are, or like, is it for more user-friendly WYSIWYG editing thing? Is that the main goal?
I think so. Right now it's a separate UI. I think there's just a button on the top of the editor that gives
Yeah, there's like a tab, right? Like source view and the, what you call this?
yeah. I think as of now we are and I just saw it, so I can try to pull in the branch and demo it, but maybe next time after after trying it a little bit more. But I think the plan is to, at least as of now, to keep the two separate editors, one for more of the markdown editor that we have now, and then that we're calling content editor. I think it's already been on the wikis for a bit now. I don't know if it's defaulted on yet, if it's defaulted on there yet. But for issues, like it's not available in MRs yet, but for issues, it'll be behind a feature flag. That will be that'll be off for a while until we fully test it. Because I think Simon was saying that there are still some things that he found in the review that need to be cleaned up. All right. I know you said read only, Kushal, but you want to voice the GraphQL survey?
Yeah, it was shared just a couple of minutes ago on GraphQL channel. The survey is about what do you think of building REST APIs along with GraphQL. So it is basically same as the conversation we had in a couple of team meetings ago. So just in case you're interested in filling up the survey.
Yeah, it's kind of also related to the other conversation in, I think it was Plan, that someone had asked about actually using our version 3 REST API, which I really think they're using version 4. They just are maybe just there was some confusion there. But around adding, what was it that we had around Epic boards? I think the API around Epic boards that we have available in GraphQL, but not in our REST API. And I'm not sure what kind of our how we're handling that right now. Like if the plan is to go in there and add those things to the REST API, or if we're just saying that since we're using the GraphQL API internally, not internally, but for the GitLab project, are we fine with just keeping it in the GraphQL API for now? Do you know, Heinrich, what's kind of our stance on that, or what we've done in the past when something wasn't available in the REST API, but in the GraphQL API? Have we gone and backported things to the REST API?
Currently, it's more of like on a request basis. Like if a customer creates an issue like this is not available on the REST API, then we, it gets triaged and, prioritized if it's needed or not.
Cool, but yeah, fill out the survey, please.
So I came in late. Is that the survey for the API things? The API survey? I would love to fill that out, but it's like, how many endpoints do we have? I'm like, I don't know. Like, do we have this as a stage where I can just like put it in? It feels like I'd love to fill this out, but like I'd probably put in, oh, Lori or Kat is wanting to be in on the meeting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so there's, I think I'd probably give feedback of like there's certain things where it's like this I don't know how to answer that question. Is it required, etc.
I stopped at the first question after reading that first question too. It's like, oh,
I think that's good feedback. I think I'll give them that feedback because I thought, well, I don't know, and then kind of just like, I don't know, my eyes glazed over a bit. I didn't catch. And it's not because it's a bad survey, but it's just like maybe if this information is really sort of on a group level, we can give that, or a stage level, we can provide that, and then people can just put it in.
Is there a question later on after the first page around like what group you're in or what your
Yes.
role is? Okay. Yeah. So I feel like we don't really need. That's good feedback, Charlie. Because I don't think.
Okay, I will go and give that.
Okay. Cool. Because I definitely stopped after I didn't get past the first page because of the same exact reason.
It's like, how many GraphQL endpoints do we have? Well, I mean, how many queries do you have? And I'm like, oh my god, like lots, so many. But there wasn't an option for lots. It was just a number. So like, I don't know, putting in 999 is probably a bit obnoxious.
Yeah. So it's lots. Is it 200 plus lots? Maybe.
I'm thinking 991 was a pretty good guess. Going for scale.
I guess we'll just pick 200 plus then, because we use a lot, both on the REST and the GraphQL side. All right, Ezekiel.
Yeah, so this is just a FYI in case you missed it. The latest code review weekly workshop is on security and dependencies, which is kind of nice timing considering this month is security month. Yeah, I just found it really interesting to watch. I had it on the background while I was doing some work and ended up just paying attention and listening instead. So yeah, definitely recommend watching it if you have some time. It goes for about, I think, 45 minutes. So yeah, very interesting.
I didn't know it was security month. What does that entail? Is it just like global security month, or is that a GitLab thing?
No, I think it was like, was it part of maybe LinkedIn Learning or one of those? It's like security awareness month. I'll see if I can find the Slack message and pop that in there as well.
Cool. Charlie's right. Every month is security month.
It is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. So that's I'll flick that. Oh, yeah, I mean, same difference, right? There you go, popped it in there.
Interesting. That's cool. Should we be focusing on? Actually, we're pretty good on the security issues. I don't think we have too many in the backlog. We've been able to stay ahead of those lately, which has been nice. So never mind, not something we have to focus on. Cool. Anyone have anything else? All right, I'm gonna stop recording.